Hey there, it's Crystal Johnson here with the AJ team, and I've got the guru, Mr. Alan Johnson, here with me today, and I have some questions for him. So, if you know Alan, you know that he is constantly giving us information and knowledge about the market and updating us in true Alan fashion, right? We're going to make sure that he gives us some great knowledge about what's happening in the current real estate market and what we're looking forward to. But I also want to grade him a little bit on his predictions that he had previously for what was going to happen in the market. So, Alan, remind us a little bit about what you previously stated that was going to happen in the market.
Right. So there were five things that I said in December that I thought was going to happen this year in real estate. So number one, I said rates are not going to go down. They are likely going to stay up. Those that are waiting for rates to come down might be waiting for a long time.
All right, he was right? Rates have been pretty stable. We have not seen rates go down as it was predicted. I think at the end of the year, they said it was going to go down at least 6 to 7 times in the upcoming current year, and that has not happened at all. And we are at the beginning of May.
Okay, so I get a check mark there.
Yeah.
The second thing I said was the commercial world was heading for troubled waters.
All right, I have to give him an A on that one too, right? We're still seeing an uptick in inventory in commercial space. There's a lot of vacancies right now, even with a lot of companies going back into the workplace or a lot of mandates to send you back to the workplace. We're still seeing a ton of vacancies in the commercial space.
Yeah. Third thing I said was secondary and vacation markets are going to get hit harder. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I gotta give him an A there too. So
Yep.
he's very studious these days.
Yeah, yeah, and it just made sense, right?
Yeah.
These, people who had equity in these other areas, they were pulling equity, can't pull equity lines with higher rates sometimes. So those secondary and vacation markets naturally were going to get hit harder. Fourth thing I said, well, yeah, and this was right on the head. Real estate agents are going to feel this market more than homeowners.
No, and that is very true. If you poll any real estate professional that you know, you will know that they are feeling the pain of this market right now. Pain because the market's not moving as fluidly as it has in the past, right? So less homes available to sell, less opportunity for you to sell, right? So those correlations go pretty hand in hand.
Yeah, and then last but not least, I said that home prices will stay flat for the first time in a decade.
Yeah, and that has also been pretty accurate.
I think
Not I said pretty accurate. I was giving you a little bit of leeway. But one thing I will say is that while home prices are not flat,
Yeah.
right? We haven't seen the gains that we had seen in the past, right? We're not seeing 10, 20% gains on home values increasing, but we are seeing very stable and typical home appreciation. Ranges from anywhere from 2 to 6%, and depending on the local market, it can be higher.
Yeah, and what I should have said was that all markets are local, right? And that the DMV prices are still rising overall.
Yeah.
But if you look at the overall market in the United States, they are pretty flat, right?
Yeah,
if you do it
that's
on
true.
average. All right.
Yeah.
You ready for some predictions for the next
I
quarter?
am. So, Alan, what do you think is going to happen over the next quarter?
All right. So number one, submarkets are being defined and redefined. Multi-generational is becoming more and more in vogue. Remote work is ending in the DMV, right? So those things are really affecting what submarkets are still hot, right? So those people that would drive 4 counties out, now they got to drive into the city 2-3 times. So are those markets going to still stay hot? Are we going to start to see, because of higher interest rates, multi-generational, where families specifically in this area are coming together? That is something we need to watch. All right. Number two, showings are down 12%, but active listings are up 14%. This is a very interesting comparison that is worth paying attention to. If you guys watched my videos before, I told you that in COVID, we defined another type of housing market. We went to a hyper seller housing market. So now we have 5 markets. We got a hyper seller's market, we got a normal seller's market, we got a flat market, we got a normal buyer's market, right? And we got a hyper buyer's market, right? And remember, you don't go from seller's market to flat market straight to buyer's market. There are just some areas in between that we just got to make sure that we pay attention to, and that's going to be location by location. All right. Next, higher rates, less buyers, more listings, but quality homes are still selling fast and for more than list price.
Yeah.
Right. So good real estate always matters, right? Specifically in this area, you got a quality piece of real estate, you're still in the catbird seat. And then last but not least, the luxury market is developing specifically in the county we live in Prince William County, but also in other counties. I did a luxury market report that you guys should check out. And Haymarket, Virginia, was the #1 luxury market this quarter in the entire Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought that Haymarket, Virginia, specifically in Prince William County, would be the #1 luxury market this quarter in the entire Mid-Atlantic? Now, I'm not just talking about the DMV, I'm talking about the entire Mid-Atlantic region, right? So we're used to seeing places like Great Falls and McLean, but we're starting to see these luxury markets shift based upon affordability, based upon what the buyer pool needs and wants. So those are 4 things that I would definitely pay attention to over the coming quarter.
Okay, well, Alan, we appreciate those predictions, and we're going to be holding you to them, so you better be ready. So lastly, Alan, tell me, what should buyers and sellers expect going into the next quarter?
Right, so buyers, rates aren't going down, but quality real estate still matters, right? We're in the process of buying a home in a higher interest rate environment, but we're buying it because we believe in the quality of the real estate we're purchasing. Number 2, move-up buyers, you aren't going to get a low rate without another black swan event, right? So there are a lot of people that are waiting. I don't want to give up my 2.5% interest rate. We were in that situation, but we had to make the move when our family needed to make the moves, not when the rates pushed us.
Yeah, there's so many things that you can't control, right? Rates are not within our control. What we can control is the needs and desires and what we can do for our families, right?
And then sellers, get your home market ready, right? And price it at the lower range of your price range, and you will always win.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because I said before, quality real estate matters. If you take the time to get your home right, you price it accordingly, you're going to be in a good situation.
Absolutely. Well, Alan, thank you for those predictions. We appreciate it.
Yep.
And we'll be looking to hold you accountable. All right. Thank you guys for joining us today. You had the dream.
We had the address.
See you next time.